Hi, everyone. Ernie Anastas here. I want to take a moment to talk to you about something truly special. Shriners Children's. For more than 100 years, they have helped over 1.5 million kids with complex medical issues receive the most amazing care anywhere. Now here's Keshi's journey with Shriners Children's.
Shriners Hospitals for Children gave me back my mobility in every way. I got here in a wheelchair, and 2 years into my treatment, I was ready to go back to school and finish high school.
For the first time, Kechi was able to look up. And we take these things for granted, but he gave her hope. He gave her life back.
Once they realized how much I love music, it became a part of my healing. It became a part of my therapy.
I'm calling on 77 WABC's audience to help provide hope and healing by donating to Shriners Children's. Call 1-800-276-8007. That's 1-800-276-8007. Or go online to loveshriners.org to give.
Joining us now here on Cats and Cosby is Fox News legal analyst Gregg Jarrett. Gregg, first, your reaction to what's happening in the Daniel Penny trial with jury deliberations.
Well, it's a partial victory for the defense that prosecutors threw in the towel and gave up on the top charge of manslaughter. The judge went along with the DA's request to drop it. However, just because the jurors were hopelessly deadlocked on that count doesn't mean they won't reach a unanimous decision on the lesser count of negligent homicide. The judge's decision, I must say, is incredibly unorthodox. And if there's a conviction, that decision by the judge will be grounds for appeal because the judge essentially contradicted his own earlier ruling that the jury could only consider the second count if they found Penny not guilty on the first count. Well, that didn't happen. So now he's letting the jury do what he said they couldn't do, which is an absurd can of worms of the prosecution's own making. And the defense pointed that out to the judge, arguing this kind of ruling with no basis in law, never been done, now invites prosecutors to overcharge people with a backup option of always withdrawing it if the jury is deadlocked. So, this whole thing is a farce, if you ask me.
Yeah, it looks like he's sort of throwing darts, if you will. Okay, well, this one sticks. So interesting. And you're right. It's fascinating to see all the chess pieces. Maybe it's grounds for an appeal wherever this goes, obviously, depending what they come back with early next week. Gregg Jarrett, the other thing, too, Karine Jean-Pierre just finished speaking, and she's there at the White House saying, well, yeah, we may end up doing some more pardons. Don't rule anything out. And then she started taking swipes at the incoming Trump administration, saying we may need to protect ourselves. Where is this going?
Well, Karine Jean-Pierre steps in it every time she opens her mouth, which is why she has no credibility. We all knew, anybody with half a brain knew that Joe Biden was going to pardon his son, and we knew he was lying about it when he spent months saying that he wouldn't do it. His record in Washington is conspicuous for failures, but mostly for dishonesty and fabrication and epic lies. Will he pardon his brother James, who the evidence shows is knee-deep in influence peddling? I think so. Will he pardon others preemptively? Because there's some fear, if not hysteria, that Trump is going to engage in the same kind of lawfare that others used against him. I don't think that even Joe Biden is dumb enough to do that kind of preemptive pardons.
What about General Milley, Gregg? Because that's one of the names that's coming out today. Because remember, he was giving information to the Chinese. And a lot of people are saying maybe that's treason.
Yeah, I have no doubt that will be looked at as it should have been previously, but wasn't. There was a lot of covering up and preferential treatment in the Merrick Garland, Joe Biden Department of Justice. Not just preferential treatment for his son, Hunter. And in fact, for Joe Biden himself, who was implicated in his son's financial schemes, but other people like General Milley. I think there was a concerted decision made to look the other way. There is this canard out there that if Trump tries to prosecute people who broke the law, that's somehow lawfare. No, it's not. It's enforcing the rule of law. I mean, look, if some of these people at the DOJ, the FBI, others in the Biden administration broke the law, they should face a reckoning and the legal consequences. That's not lawfare as it was used against Donald Trump.
Right. It's essentially bringing justice, if you will. Well, we'll see where this goes. Boy, what an incredible moment we are watching. And a lot's going to happen, obviously, before January 20th. And I have a feeling in the first few hours of January 20th when President Trump comes in. Gregg Jarrett, thank you so much for your great perspective. What a big time in the world. Thank you.
Thanks, Rita. Bye-bye.
Attention, everyone. Wayfair's Black Friday preview sale is here early. Right now, score up to 70% off everything home at Wayfair. Shipped in time for the holidays. Shop early Black Friday deals now at wayfair.com.
Wayfair, every style, every home.